Hey guys, so before we get into the build, I just wanted to let everyone know that I've finally released a public Discord. The link to join will be in the description. It'll be the perfect place to know whenever I'm releasing a new video or whenever I'm live streaming. It'll also be a good place to ask me any questions you want about my builds and talk to like-minded people. You can share bases of your own and stuff like that. So if you're interested, it'll be in the description. Okay, so the build today is a 3x3 floor stack. I wanted to make a 3x3 as good as it can be, in my opinion, or with my knowledge of building. I've been using one quite often to just get an easy base down that's good for raid defenses once you've snowballed or something like that. So this is a floor stack 3x3, like I said, but I also wanted to change it up. I wanted to try a different kind of loot room, different position for loot, try and get a quality peak system done. I usually get pretty lazy with that. As you can see, that ladder hatch system needs to be fixed a little bit. So as far as the peaks go, they work really well because of the floor stack. Obviously, you can get a full angle of every side, and the frames are a bit annoying, but they're worth it to have the roof part of your shooting floor done. Apart from that, it's a standard core for a 3x3, but I changed the entrance. With the addition of spiral stairs, I wanted to use the bunker. I feel like it's just very strong in general. Unless you splash it perfectly, this will make, instead of a 2-door raid, which is maybe 8 rockets if you're using armored doors, this will make it a 16 rocket, which obviously just increases the strength. If you place 2 boxes, it's easy to access, go through, in and out. Maybe some of your teammates will bitch about it, but I think it's definitely worth it, adding the raid cost. Apart from that, all these kind of bottom levels I left open. You can play around with them as you want. I might update them a bit depending on how much I play around with it. But obviously you've got every floor is stacked. You've got your double ladder hatches. Your third floor is your bed floor. You can fit 8 beds up here. This is probably 8 most people that I usually play with. I would suggest that this base is probably a base that you would build as a starter. You build it straight at the beginning of the wipe. You can upgrade it, and then you can probably build a main opposite this base somewhere if you've got enough space, or you could stay in this. It's really a great base just to snowball and use for a few days. You might get offlined. Every base can be offlined. Obviously a 3x3 is a bit easier, but I wanted to make this as expensive as possible. The 4th floor is the loot room that I kind of came up with. It's not really a loot room, but I moved the loot, instead of having it standard like 3x3, to have one core square in the middle. That obviously means that it's the most expensive place to get to. Has your more spiral stair bunkers, your TC in there. That's your upkeep. It's very doable, especially if you've got 8 people. Apart from that, it's obviously on the peaks floor, which I know people will have a problem with. I honestly have lived in and built so many bases that have had loot on the 4th floor, and I have never, in a single offline, which they've all been offlined plenty of times, like everyone else has had to deal with, has anyone ever got to the loot on those bases that have the 4th floor with loot on it. People just don't blow to it, and as long as you put turrets up, you're not going to get top down. If you have more than one windmill and you have turrets and you have a nice power system where you have backup for about 6 hours, if no one's on, they're going to have to be very dedicated. I've never seen anyone actually try to just fly over and blow all the turrets up so they can top down. They'll always just go through the side. Apart from that, you can see here that we've got four jump ups, 4 exits with another set of 8 beds and lockers. These can be used obviously as raid defense lockers. They just give you a different option of where to spawn. You'd have kits up here. Obviously, when we got offlined in our 3x3 that we had, none of these kits got touched. You just wouldn't blow up to them, so you can obviously have those kits to restart if you want to, or snowball again, depending on what you want to do. That is really what I think this base is good for. A snowballer's dream is what I was thinking of calling it. It's such an easy base to get up. You can upgrade it as much as you want to. You don't have to obviously do the full HQMing and all that, but apart from that, shooting floor is nice. It's a standard cut of shooting floor. It gives you an angle on every side of the base. You have 4 exits to the roof, which are all floor stacked as well, so double ladder hatches and a garage door. This is all covered by turrets inside here. I also didn't add more turrets, which I would in a white. I would add more turrets to cover all angles of the roof. You also have, because roofs are shit now, you also have a different system on the top. This is all really personal preference. I'm going to play around with it and try it on Force probably and see what it's like. Hopefully we'll get rated and we get to test it. Apart from that, they obviously kind of mimic the floor below, so they give you double peaks and stuff like that. It doesn't look great, that's the real downfall of it, but that's just how it is. So thanks for watching. If you want a build video for this base, let me know. Again, my Discord will be in the description, so if you want to ask me any questions or anything, that'll be the place to join. Thanks for watching.